What's up? I'm back. This is gonna be an interesting segment for my health channel. I'm going to fuse my health channel with my political channel. I don't have a political channel, but I'm gonna add politics to the health channel. And people may ask why. I would say because they cannot be separated in this day and time. I think in this day and time, too many people, and because for me, most people know me now, either regarding dealing with health or the spiritual, right? Now sci-fi is coming up too. But I'm gonna say for most people still know me more for the spiritual stuff and for the health stuff. And it's becoming very dangerous in both the spiritual and health communities that you have people who don't care about politics, who don't think it's important to know. And that's dangerous because people confuse not buying into political BS for not understanding politics. It's two different things. You always have two different types of politics going on in the world. You got the show, right, which is the show, which is, let's say if you live in the United States, Democrat, Republican, the daily stuff with bills and, bills being passed and the two parties fighting each other. That's the show. That's the part of politics that's not real. But for me, at least in my opinion, you should still know how that works though, right? But that's the minor leg. The major leg is when you start to get into it like how you're supposed to get into, like grown up, where you add the economic aspect of it. So, for instance, the Iraq War. The political show was, oh, we want to free them. We want to free people in another country who are under a dictatorship, and we want to free them. Now, people believed it. They had weapons of mass destruction. That's the political. That's the lesser political show. The greater political show was people understanding. Oh, well, economically it made sense. Even if we get oil from Saudi Arabia and Venezuela, Venezuela, how that goes, we could control a lot of oil going to when deal with Europe and Asia if we control Iraq. So for politically, it makes more sense to do that, no question. And it gives us a base in the Middle East where we can work out of. The embassy in Iraq is one of the biggest in the world. It's almost like America's own version of the Vatican. So when you look at it from its totality, and you see, oh, there's more than one angle to this, then you start to understand that there's a lot of legs to politics. And you may say, well, in my everyday life, how is it going to affect you? It definitely does affect you, to be honest. And the thing is, when I'm going to do politics now, I'm not going to do it too heavy in this channel. And sometimes, I don't put up as much health videos as some of you guys want, so I'm going to do a bit better job with that, put out more health videos. And I think what happens is it helps make you more rounded when you understand politics, because just understanding politics is basically understanding what's going on around you. And even when you look at the basic concept of how the global community works, people don't really seem to understand that we're one nation now. Period. Not just America. We're the whole over the globe. We're like one country now. In fact, there's, for the most part, very little countries. There's more corporations. So when you say Iraq War, you should say Halliburton. It's corporate. Even Blackwater is really a corporation, to be honest. And I think a lot of people don't understand politics from its economic angle, and you got to merge the two. That's how you understand it, and then that's how you understand what's happening to you now. Because in a lot of ways, sometimes people think because something's happening in Bosnia, it doesn't affect you in Detroit. Now, that mentality is more for people on the lower economic scale. Sorry to say it. Rich people understand this concept. And for people who are poorer, who want to get into the game, who want to survive the game, you must understand it as well. So, in a sense, for me, most people in the alternative health community tend to be very spacey. They can't relate to people. They can't relate to the world. And to me, that's actually a sign of imbalancement. So, as a person who is trying to give people healing knowledge to help themselves, I find it's my duty to at least talk about that a little bit, because most people who get into healing, if you get into real healing is supposed to take you to another threshold. Real healing is supposed to make you a more balanced person. But most people get into healing and they may not catch colds, but they may become mentally unstable. And trust me, you're still a mammal, whether you want to accept it or not. Any mammal has to be able to adapt and connect to the environment. You can't connect to the environment. Other mammals look at you like you're unstable. So if you say I'm a vegan and I don't know what's going on around me politically, I don't care what's going on around me politically, I don't know what's going on around me economically, I can't even relate to regular people, what's that? A sign of imbalancement. So I'm going to try to stop that right now, at least for people who come on this channel. So you're going to see a lot more politics, and this is going to be why. But I will try to regulate it to once a week. So usually the Friday, I'll make a political video about current politics going on. And from that point, it will just be once a week, and this channel will be mostly health. But it will have another wing or another leg to it. So till next time, peace.